can hear Brother Omar?
Yeah, I can hear you. Islam.
So you wanna because he's not online at all or whatever, so you wanna give him a rundown as far as the initiative right now?
Well, I know what I have going on, right? And then there's what I'm offering to do for the Moors. All right. This is why I wanted to kind of do this publicly, because thank you, AI. I'm about to be out of business as far as the books are concerned, because I'm not putting out AI books. I refuse. So I have to transition to something else, right? So I'm like, okay, I know how to do research. I'm getting a lot of feedback. I know how to do research. I know how to write stuff up. I know how to ask for free stuff for other people. Why don't I just start writing grants instead, right? And so what I'm doing is just letting Moors know, like, for now, until this, like, it's like a transition, right? So, you know how when you first start breaking into stuff, you offer your services for free so you can build up your reputation. And so any Moors that got something going on, I have access to a bunch of databases to look up public money and private money, right? And yeah, I'm willing to do it. That's the thing, right? That's why when Moors like, what you need, what can they do for me? Is like, I'm fine. My stuff is flowing and taken care of, and I got my own thing going on. What do you need, right? So because when I'm looking up stuff for myself or what I got going on, I stumble across other things, but I can't do anything with it. But if somebody lets me know, like, hey, we have X, Y, and Z going on, and I happen to come across it, or even better, like I did with this one couple, they want to start for lack of a better term, an educational roller rink. So I'm like, okay, let me see what I can find in your area for, new construction and roller skates. And turns out there's a ton of stuff. It was like 300 and something hits for people giving away money to build roller rinks. All right. So, and then my thing is, okay, here's the list that I found, right? You know better than I do what you're trying to do. So instead of trying to break it down to me and then, coming up with stuff later on down the line and break that down too, I compile a list of leads for you, right? Like, here go all the, like, let's stay with the example of the roller rink, right? Roller skate rink. Here's all the 364 leads that I found that offer to build. We're just talking about getting you a building. We'll talk about skates and everything else later, right? Go through this list and click on the links, because there's hyperlinks to everybody. There's links to go through and see who they fund, right? And if that fits, highlight that one, send me the list back, and then I take it from there. I start digging in and looking at, like, when are the due dates for all that stuff, because it could be like a year, 6 months out, whatever. We still have that list of leads, right? And then I go in and find out all the stipulations, help you put your boilerplate together so you can apply for a lot of different grants, and then go in and apply for the grant, right? And the way I get paid is I put my fee in your grant application. So basically, until I get good at this, I don't get paid until y'all get paid, that kind of thing, which is kind of how the book thing works too. So I hope y'all heard all that, because I ain't trying to repeat it.
Yeah, you heard all that, Omar? You have any questions?
No, I think we know there's no magic pill to any of this. I know my mother has been successful at getting hundreds of thousands of dollars in grants. My sister has done some of that. I guess it's out there. I just, as we talked about earlier, I am less than optimistic on aspects of us applying for grants from the perspective that there's an actual motivation not to give it to us, but obviously these are things that we need to pursue and get adept at. I also know that possibly probably, them saying no to giving grants is something that's part of their process. So maybe not to get daunted with stuff. But Cujo, you and I know we've applied for four different funding streams, I think. And it always ends in some fucking nonsense with some bullshit piled on top. So, but as we said today earlier, these are things. This is the realm. This is one of the realms we have to be, I think, starting to navigate in, at least even if it's not for just perception's sake alone. Whether this is really how it's really done out there or not. I think this is how they say it is done out there. So I think we definitely need to have and I was thinking about this earlier, this all goes into our suits later when the Organization of American States says, have you exhausted all of your sort of, what do you call it?
Domestic remedies?
Yeah, your domestic remedies. Yeah, we went for funding, we went for this, we went for that. We got to cross off, we got to stop up all those rat holes, so to speak, right? So I'm definitely on board for that. I just think, I don't know what Kudo, you and I both know this. I don't know what the missing portion to them giving us our funding is.
I have a couple of suggestions.
Find out what that is.
I have a couple of suggestions. I got a couple of suggestions because I actually did one of y'all grants. And it was the issue that I brought up before I even submitted it, right? First step is setting yourself up properly, right? And then the second thing, that was a government grant. The government is like real irresponsible and real tight-fisted at the same time. They'll fund some nonsense like, how long does it take a cat to drown? They'll fund that, right? But I'm indigenous. Are you like federally recognized? No. Well, so you got to find a way around that part. That's what I'm finding out. And again, that's where we come, I guess. Yeah, because Cujo's on the board. We come in. The not being set up right part, because a lot of these things is like fine. They want to be able to write it off some way, somehow. And all the grants, every single one of them I've come across, except for scholarships, which is a form of grant, they all want you to be a 501c3. Even if you're like, I'm applying for, like in you all's case, I'm applying for this grant as a sponsor for a group that's not a 501c3, right? They'll give it to you just because they want to just be able to write it off. No, you're not one, but they can write it off for giving it to us, and then we give it to you, and we actually have to put in the paperwork that we're seeking this grant on behalf of this other organization that can't be set up like that because of what they are, right? Like for instance, I set this up in the first place so that the temples can start applying for grants without having to get set up as 501c3s. You use us, right? And again, what you were going off there, if I'm not mistaken, those were government grants. Try going after private money, foundations. I have to put together a trifold, right? Where y'all can start handing those out. You don't know who knows who, right? And just be given like a digital trifold. Hey, yeah, I got this thing. And they happen to know some basketball player that wants to like give to our people. They just don't want everybody knowing it. And we're actually set up for that. So don't be discouraged. It's like, fine, the government said no, but the government don't even have the most money, right? For real. There was something else I wanted to say. I think that's it for now. Yeah, that's all I got for now. If I have something else, it'll come back. I know what I meant. I wanted to get to going back with what you said about the time is now. I love that scripture. The wealth of the wicked is saved up for the righteous. Again, don't be discouraged, right? That kind of thing. And I guess you can't be discouraged though, Marcus. Like you said, you've seen it in action. You've seen it happen. And if you want, it's like, well, I can find leads, and it sounds like y'all got people up there that know how Canadian stuff works already, and if they're willing to look over that stuff and be like, this will be a good fit for you, that'll help you go even faster, that kind of thing. So you're
go ahead, Omar.
Say what?
No, he said hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the angle that we're looking, because I was checking out the hold up, yeah, I was checking out that the trillions or whatever that they were giving away, that it was U.S funds.
Yeah.
So part of what we were discussing was just what you said. How could we come through you to get some of those funds?
It's called fiscal sponsorship. It's a whole thing. And I'm already working with another Moor who was supposed to contact you when he was up there. I don't know if he did. He's in Jamaica, and I'm trying to get something set up for him too. And now I just set up something in Washington, because somebody's like, hey, can we set something up? Sure, let me see. Let's see if we can. And now there's Mercy Charities in Washington State. So, yeah, why can't there be an international one, right? So, and I mean, I type in on this, what is it, foundations.org. You might have access to it up there. You can go to the library and ask if they have it. Yeah, you in Toronto, they should have it. And you just go in there, you search, like you said, you want to do the mental health part, mental health Canada. And you could put specifically, what is that, Ontario, right? And all kinds, the database is this particular one. I think there's like 2 or 3 more other ones. This particular one, it's got like every donor, funder that's like registered on planet Earth, every single one of them. And a lot of them don't give in their country, they give in other countries. A lot of them here don't give here. They giving up, they want to fund stuff internationally, right? So yeah, go for the private money, because they'll be that'll probably be a lot faster anyway. That's what I'm finding out. Oh,
hold on. Start over again.
Huh?
Start over again.
Start over
what you were just saying.
I was saying that we have.
Hello?
Is not correct. I'm just.
Hold on. This thing was glitching. Say that again. We'll start over again.
What I was saying is that you and I have definitely sent stuff out to some of these foundations. Not all of them, but we have definitely. Google philanthropic, for example. I know for a fact that I put into the search engine philanthropic organizations, foundations, and come up with 10 of them. We've sent stuff to those people, gotten crickets back. I'm not saying that there aren't other options, and this is the puzzle to solve. But you and I know that I think out of 100 things, we might have gotten 1 or 2 responses, if you know what I'm saying, right? So, as I said, again, I'm not daunted by any of this. I just think that there are definite issues that I think are somewhat relative to who we are and why we're not getting a lot of feedback, whether creating some sort of interface between us or some sort of cutout that then gets us that financing. I'm all about that.
Oh yeah, that's what we are. Oh, we help women. We help women. We don't help Moorish women. We just help women. We don't help Moorish children. We help children. If that money happens to go to people that is 100% Moorish, they don't know. It's like, don't give them. If they don't ask, don't tell. I love that, right? If you know that's an issue, why do you keep bringing it up, right? I'm just saying. And again, it's like it wouldn't be going through the temple, because I've gotten the temple money. I've gotten money for the temples, right? Because I wasn't coming at them as a Moorish science temple. I was coming at them as a charity. That's it, right? We got some folks out of jail. I didn't say it was Rise of the Moors. I just said we got some folks out of jail, that kind of thing. And people give. Just got to be careful. And then it's like, I mean, again, I'm here to help, right? But I'm not here to waste my time. So if you're going to do it, just let me know now so I can go do something else, for real.
Yeah, so the first thing would be to check the foundations.org.
Because this ain't a Google search. This thing is tripped out. You know that trillion you saw? The foundations give out way more. Like, for instance, I'm going to give you a for instance. I found one, it's more than one, where people are setting up foundations for all these children that are dying from fentanyl poisoning. You cannot Google that, right? You either have to be a philanthropist and know everybody. Basically, your network is just that large where you just know this. Otherwise, you have to, like this thing. That's why I paid for this thing. It was almost $2,000 to get on this thing. That's why I paid for it, because this thing is digging into financial records and finding these corporations. Nobody's signing up for this. A lot of these places you cannot Google. All right. And then it's like, once you get, they're local. Have you tried like the city, that kind of thing, or somebody in the city, or what is that? What are those called? You probably have tried those. What do they call them here? Booster clubs. I wonder if they still have those. You'd be shocked. Yeah. So, yep. But it's here. It's there. You know, I'm here to help. All I need is search. Key terms to search, because I'm here doing it anyway, and I'm just extending my services if y'all want to use them. And then with this whole thing with ChatGPT, that's kind of why I'm doing it, because it's a little too easy. I'm building my own bot that'll crank out grants for me, right? Because you just need a what is that? A boilerplate where it's like, this is our main mission that we're gonna tell everybody. And then you tailor that to whatever that particular funder is talking about. And it's all about how you talk to these people, you know, and got to be set up right. And if you're not set up right, work through somebody who is. And my thing that I'm finding, don't just walk up talking to nobody. It's like a young man meeting a young woman. You're not supposed to just walk up to her. You're supposed to find somebody to make a proper introduction, unless they put out their flag and say, hey, somebody come talk to me. Those are the ones I usually talk to. But yeah, and I'm starting to build up my LinkedIn network too. It's like, okay, because this thing that I'm on is crazy. So you look up the funder, right? And they tell you how much they've given over like the past 10 years. They show you everyone they've given to, so you can look up those people to see if you're doing something that's similar. So it's like, oh, maybe they'll fund me too. They'll even give you the contact information of the people they funded, so you can ask them, hey, how did you do that? And they give you the contact information of the people on the board that's choosing who's getting funded. And right there on their name is their LinkedIn contact. You just click on their contact and add it to your stuff. I'm just like, are you serious? Right? So sometimes, I don't know if you've had that happen, you can't go through the front door. You got to go through a side window, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Do you have anything to add?
I just need y'all, whatever y'all trying to do. That's all I need. I'm willing to try. I'm willing, you know, I'm here, you know, trying to sharpen my sword so I can do this with some other folks. Because I can't, you know, I can't succeed until I get started, that kind of thing, you know.
Omar, you there?
No, I don't have anything to add. I mean,
not anything to add, but not anything to add, but the idea that so she could start looking into with the mental health thing that we were talking about.
And I have another thing too, but after you all done.
Sorry, Cujo, the question again, ask it one more time.
The mental health aspect that we were looking to try to get funding under.
Right, I mean, I think it falls under, from my perspective, it falls under community services. You know, as I said, I was looking up Black mental health support services as an example. And that's where I think I said to Cujo where those things came back with Taibu and Tropicana. And then I was looking up that government.
I'm going to look that up real quick.
Fiduciary or fiscal duty or funding for governmental funding for Black mental health.
I'm gonna look that up real quick. I'm gonna see what come up, because I know there's something for that. So you said funded Black mental health. I'm gonna put it in.
So what we had looked up was Black mental health, and what came up was funding. No, hold on. So, and what came up was that there's only 2 organizations out here that deal with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. I found 2, exactly 2. You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
Probably frank. I wouldn't say 2. There might be 5.
I see 2. He was right. I see 2. I looked it up. Black mental health in Canada.
You know what I'm saying?
You only see two. So
what we're
here's
looking
that.
at
Take out black. Because people are paying for mental health. Take out the black part. I understand what you're saying. You want to be able to be like, focus on us. I get that. But sometimes you got to leave that part off and just do it anyway. They don't need that much detail. Let me see what happens if I just put in mental health in Canada. Let's see what come up. 124 grants.
Yeah.
Stuff will come up.
Yep.
And I think one of our problems is, and maybe you can discuss this with her, one of the issues is a lot of this funding is only going to come to organizations that have accredited people. And we know this goes back to university stuff. Not to say that the peer support stuff that you remember I was talking to you about isn't a new burgeoning field, but that's been part of the issue around a lot of the kind of stuff with the mental health. Once it's just getting to the health region, all of a sudden you're needing doctors and clinicians and shit like that. So that again was some of it. But anyway, she may have something that comes up. But she's absolutely right. The reason why we prefaced it with black was because we were looking for funding that's specific to us. And the aspect that there is a shortage or a scarcity in that realm.
You can look up minority. Yeah.
You might get 40 places for mental health, normal mental health. You might get 100. Now, black mental health, you might only get 5.
Then just look up mental health, because they kind of can't, in good faith, say we don't want to help black people, even though that's obvious. It might be obvious that that's what they're doing, right? But it's one of those things. It's like, well, I'm just trying to help people, right? You don't have to go into that kind of detail. You can in your population. You can say like historically oppressed. That could be anybody. That could be poor whites. They don't know, right?
Yeah.
But
all that was for for you to get a perspective of the angle,
which is perfect. That's perfect, because what I'm working on is kind of expanding, right? I'm working on this elder grant, right? And this thing is killing me, but it's funny how stuff is working out. So a sister asked me about it, and she was like, okay, so you're making sure that the elders who are who have been compelled to take care of their grandchildren and sometimes great grandchildren, because the parents ain't nothing. That's what this grant is for. These are the only people that can live there. She was like, is there any way we can expand that to encompass mental health? Because this sister, she's actually in that situation where she's a grandmother taking care of her grandchild because her daughter got mental health issues. So when you asked me about that, I'm like, are you serious? Right? That's what I meant. Why I'm looking this stuff up anyway, right? So I'm just like, okay, I'm already doing it where we're going to bring in the foster children to help assist with these elders and their children, and then gain these elders wisdom while they at it. Why can't we make it into like a village park? Like, this dorm is for the elders. This dorm is for the workers. This dorm is for our infirms, because we don't put our people away like that, right? And that way they can be part of their children's lives, that kind of thing. So I got that going, right? But it's all about the women. And I'm sitting here like, I need somebody doing the men's side, because I refuse to help men. I refuse, because I think that's emasculating. I'm not saying I won't do the back end, like, okay, I'll do the books and all that stuff, but I'm gonna come in and set up y'all some rites of passage. No, I'm not doing that, right? Men don't want to hear about their issues, women telling them about their issues. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say? Oh, let me turn this off. So it's like, okay, I'm asking if you all are doing anything specifically in the realm of helping men, especially young men, right? Because there is so much stuff out of there, because there's some crisis with men nowadays. So
yeah, you could add that to it. We talk about just us having to be on the phone with Moors, or Moors have issues, and they wanna sit down and talk. We used to have a men's group.
Yeah.
Have a men's group that we were running for a little while. So all those things are all in line with what we could do once we get the finance to do it.
Okay. So cool.
So even if it's a thing if there's a grant to to set up a facility. You know, a branch of the facility could be out here.
Yep.
For whatever the name of it is, you know what I mean?
So, what are you all doing like right now? Because I'm just putting a suggestion. Like, are you doing like for instance, any kind of promotion where you want to hand out flyers? Because that way you can get a so-called grant from like an office supply shop, right? And that'll be your first one. That's an easy one. Because once you get one, you know, don't nobody want to help nobody unless you already getting help. That kind of thing. So what are you all doing in like the immediate? Like, are you like hosting children so you can get like some free food or free cups or stuff like that? You know, anything.
I didn't hear that last. I didn't hear that last.
I was asking, are you all doing anything right now that needs some kind of funding? Even if it's, especially if it's something small. Like, oh, we need $200 worth of paper, that kind of thing. And you get a grant for that. And as you stack up little grants, it'll make it easier to get the big ones. That kind of thing. So I was
we haven't gone for any little ones. We've only went for the federal and philanthropy type grants. We haven't gone for anything, you know, to try to, I mean, we did go to one indigenous body to try to get some funds, but they were talking about getting us bus tickets or something like that, and it just didn't pan out to be what it was.
Okay.
So other than the federal grants and stuff, we haven't gone for anything.
I understand that. I was asking, what are you doing? Like, what activities do y'all have going on right now where it will help to have a couple of dollars thrown at it, you know?
Activities right now,
like y'all want to start handing out flyers or anything? Oh, you got the school going. You need paper, right? You need paper, right? That kind of thing. School supplies. Oh, okay. Hold up, real quick.
Hold on one second. Hold on, Taylor. Go ahead, Omar.
I was saying that we could say that we're doing peer support work, right? That's something that is actually like an identified field. And as I said to you before, I think that's stuff we're doing every day, all day long in this. So to me, you know, because even the school, though I think there's some merit to it, I think foundationally for us, it's more of an issue. What are you doing for the most part? You're always doing some kind of street therapy. This is pure support work, bro. You are helping people navigate this place. I mean, we know this is supposed to be a Rotarian. It's a civic organization with a Rotarian complexion. Exactly what it is, right? When you break it down even in its corporate sense, we're supposed to be missionaries uplifting fallen humanity. But specifically for what we're doing right now, that's what we're doing. We could pay. Remember, we were talking about the movie company.
No, that's not what I meant. No, that's not what I meant. I meant just like, as in, like, I know that's your mission. Like, what are you like actively doing? Like Cujo just said, we got the school going on. Okay, that's something I can use, because it's like I'm trying to be like, okay, since you're saying that people are coming at you sideways because of who you are, start little, start small. Like you said, you got the school going on. Okay, let's see if we can get some paper and some pens and some pencil sharpeners donated. Then once they say yes, let's see if we can get y'all some tablets donated. Then once they say yes, let's see if we can get you some furniture donated. You see how you stacking up? That's what I meant about what are y'all doing, right? You have the museum going on. Do y'all need some shelves? That's what I mean. You know, just to get it started so you can build up, and when you go for the big thing, you can be like, look at all this because that's what they want to see. What have you got done? Because they don't want to be the only ones paying for stuff. The ones who giving you something little, they don't mind being the only one. But once you start going for like thousands, hundreds of thousands, they just like, okay, who else has helped you? So we can see that, you know, your work, people have helped you. So they, you know how that is. Don't nobody want you till somebody else wants you. You know, so yeah. So that's what I meant about what y'all got going on.
I see. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Other than the school and the museum and the peer support work.
Peer support. What's that?
Peer support is you know, anybody having any issues, they can call up one of the administration and try to work out their issues. Whether if you want to call it counseling or whatever.
Do an internet search of what peer support workers are. It's a new field, a burgeoning field of mental health therapy.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay.
That's what that is.
Now I'm sitting here trying to be like, okay, so how can I spend that to get to, how can, you know what I mean? Like, how can I use that to build on? I'm gonna figure something out, you know. Yeah. Even if it's to get y'all some jackets or something. They're like, oh, can I get them to, can you donate them some stickers to advertise? Even something like that. You know, it just shows like, oh, okay, so you know how this works, right? I can't believe how much stuff is out here. Did you know 1 in 10 people in the world works in this field, giving away money? 1 in 10? Like, wow, that should tell you how much is out there. But yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot out there. We're just at our wits' end at trying to get it. So we're trying to find some different avenues of how to access funds so we can get some stuff done.
All right, well, that's where I come in. I don't know if you saw the
hold on 1 second. Omar has something to say. Hold on.
No, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
If we are to really look at what our goal is, Cujo, as we've been talking about, it would be to have the space open 9 to 5, so to speak.
Okay.
And really, well, I mean, I guess this is in some crazy perfect world where we would be, the interdiction point for nationalization, I guess, as a thing. But ancillary to that or secondary to that could be, you remember I was talking about having a Moorish cultural cafe as an example.
Okay.
I don't know what it is that we're exactly looking to become. I mean, I think we talked about this, Cujo, right? But one of the main things would be to be there, first of all, to have the time to be able to put towards this, right? I mean, I guess as a certain goal.
Yeah, exactly. Long-term goals. Yup. That's what's up. That cafe sounds dope, because do you know that at least here, there's the endowment of the arts. They will pay you to reconstruct stuff like that, like set up a Moorish cafe, where the employees are dressed in Moorish garb and serving real Moorish tea out of samovars. They will pay you to do that as a cultural display. That's a thing. National Endowment of the Arts. That's what it's called here. Yep.
Yeah. So I think if anything
that's
is
a
gonna
great
happen,
idea.
it's gonna be from the outside. It's not gonna be from going to people here. Because unless you're black here or unless you're gay or something, you're not getting anything out here. They don't even help the indigenous out here.
That's fine.
And that's why, Califa, as I say, I think a large part of this, and as I said, I'm happy and understand that all of these things, the way that these things are going to be solved, as the prophet said, it's going to be solved in some way. It's going to be solved in a conflict that cannot be told in words. So
right.
It's going to come out of the abstract is how I see it. Where I think the issue is that there's active resistance towards giving us finance. So one of the things I think that is important, and to put this into the inbox there, is coming after these people for their fiduciary duty towards this.
Yep.
In terms of that they should, a grant is, I think, something absolutely where, and I was looking at today, grants are absolutely great, but that's where I think we think that there's absolutely a responsibility that these organizations owe us as indigenous. Anyway, there you go.
Yep.
And that was another thing that we were thinking about too was on top of the grant thing, because you brought up building up like a database. I was also thinking about indigenous lawyers, to be able to use lawyers to get certain things done as far as the courts are concerned.
I know there's grants for what is that called? Legal assistance, or legal clinics, and you don't even have to be an attorney to run those. You just sit up in there helping people fill out forms. I'm just letting you know how it works here. It's like, I can't represent you, but I can help you fill out this form, and I can help you decide what you need to say when you get up there. It's called, legal clinics. And now that's federal too. So it's like, okay, if federal governments are supporting stuff, I know it's private entities doing it. Because how many people have gotten people shafted and set up a foundation in their name or something, you know. Unfortunately, it happens every day. So
anyways, just to sort of give you the breadth of where we're at right now, that's sort of what currently is our activity on those levels where, you know, as you say, you talk about a legal thing. That's where we talked about more family services. That's something that we've been trying to develop, something where that would be a cover-all for all of that. I think we had a 5-point plan, didn't we, Cujo? Resolution, youth empowerment or mentoring. What was some of the other stuff? I can't remember.
Or elderly.
That's what's up. See, now that you can sell. All I heard was family services. I know you said Moorish, but you see what you did? All I heard was family services. Because, okay, you can have Catholic services. They help everybody. All right? And they get funding from everybody, but they do it with a Catholic foundation. Get it? So if they can do it, we can do it. That kind of thing. Like, yeah, it's Moorish. You know, we doing it under Islamism. You know, but it's for families. It's a service for families. Yeah, and there's tons of that stuff. I told you, it's like this grant that I'm going after. This is a rollover, right? They're saying, oh, it's for $20 million cap. But we have enough. If you need more than 20 million, we got enough left over from the past 4 years because nobody's been applying. So, yeah. I'm just saying, have faith, have faith. You got help. I mean, I think it's just gonna be enough of that we want it. I think it's always been that assumption that we're just not acting entitled enough, right? For instance, do you need to make some graphics, right? Because I have 50 free seats on Canva just because I asked them for it, right? They asked me what I do. I'm like, I get free stuff for Moors. Okay, here go 50 free seats of our premium service. Actually, I'm building y'all a website on it right now, right? So actually, I need to give you a seat, both of y'all, if you want. So then you'll be able to go in there and edit your website yourself, that kind of thing. And it's drag and drop. It's real easy. Right? Because I'm just walking in like you. Why would you say no? I can't imagine why you would say no after I tell you who I am. And I'm gonna put it in your face, right? I'm gonna be quoting scripture and everything, right? It's been working with everything so far. So now that's why I'm like, let me just put everything aside and go after like some checks instead of services. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yep, it's stacking up. And thank y'all again, you know, because Canaanland had a lot to do with this, right? I was thinking about it, and then y'all were like, we ain't getting no grants. And I'm like, let me set something up, right? 3 years later, it might actually do y'all some good, you know?
Now, is there anything else, like, you need from us? Like, any...
Well, I recorded this whole thing, so I'm going to feed this recording to AI and have it break down the notes for me. So, yeah.
All right.
That's how I do it. Like, skip all that.
All right.
And then I'm going to add somebody. You need to, like, designate a person, point of contact, right? Here we go. I got Slack for free. I don't know if you know what Slack is. I got 100 free seats on there, right? So I got Slack, right? This thing is ill. So you emailing back and forth talking about a particular subject. You send this stuff to Slack and it keeps it in different conversations. So you keep track of this stuff, right? And you can reply through your email, or you can go into Slack and talk and do all that stuff. So I'm just saying that I guess I'll add you to it, Cujo, and if somebody else wants in, I'll add them so that I can send you the leads. Start with that, and then as we're going through it, if something pops up like, oh, why don't you look up this? You can type it right in Slack, and it'll send me an email. Let me know. So, yeah. So, yup. And like I said, I'll add you to Canva, too. So, look for that. Because your website is there. It's just... I think you can see it. I don't have time to build it out, and you know, I figure you can do it yourself. So it's real easy. And I can also, it's like just put in whatever, and I'll have access to it, and I'll be able to go in there and like, you know, clean it up and all that stuff, that kind of thing. It's really cool. Yep.
Yeah, I got a chance. I'll take a look at it. Just send anything in the email. Do you have anything else, Omar?
No, I'm good.
Yup. So yeah, I got a mission.
Thank you so much for the time.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, what I'm understanding, I think, I don't know, Cujo, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that she's going off to sort of work on this, I guess, and there will be some feedback. Is that what I'm gathering from this? And then we go from there?
Yup.
Yep.
And thank y'all for being active and giving me something to look for real. Like I told somebody else, I feel like a shoemaker in a town with no feet. For real.
They said she feels like a shoemaker in a town with no feet. So good. It's good that we came and gave her some stuff to do, some feet to work on.
Exactly.
Well, stuff. I mean, I just think too that I think for the next meeting too, I would like to structure it in a way that we can all be on the same platform. Because I didn't hear a lot of what people were saying just because of how the audio was, Cujo. So moving forward for another one, if we do have another one, or when it does happen, to have it on something where, on a platform that I can be on, rather, because I think I'm hearing it through your thing, right, Cujo?
Yeah, hear it through my.
Yeah. How about Google Meet? You got a Gmail account? You got a Gmail account?
Yeah, you got an email, so we could do Google Meets next time.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, so
Islam, more give thanks, yo. I'll link you up later. All
That's
right.
messed up. Can I help you?
Yeah, peace. Yeah.
That's messed up. I suggested Google Meet already, just as an FYI. I'm just saying.
I just didn't know if he was home or if he was, because I know for sure I'll get him on the phone.
You can do Google Meet on the phone.
True. Yeah. Well, he's super not techie at all, and I didn't want any complications and any further delays or whatever. That's why I did it that way. But if he has a 2 days, he could get his Google Meet stuff sorted out. So if we do something again, we'll just do it that way.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
So the to get around the whole Moorish temple thing, we said, okay, yeah, mental health and family services.
Yep. Keep it simple.
And go from that angle to, because when you check the thing, there's a place called CAMH that deals with mental health, and there's a place called Taibu. And that's pretty much it, that caters to our people. So we were just looking at using the whole BIPOC and all that, and having a family services / mental health service building for our people who are on the indigenous side.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be hard. It's just like, no, I don't think it's gonna be hard. Even if it's like some sneak stuff. Like I said, it's actually on the page, and I think it's in the bylaws too, that if people want to donate anonymously, they can, right? And who is that? Kush kind of hinted that he knows some like people that's got access to like big bucks, right? And he keeps doing it, which is why I brought up the trifold. I need something for people to start passing out. No problem. I can design that in 10 minutes. What am I going to put on it? Which is why I asked y'all, what are you doing? So I can list that, like, okay, what you got going on? Oh, Mercy Charities is the fiscal sponsor. We don't actually do anything. We just get money for people. We're the fiscal sponsor of, what is this? Ruth's Covenant, where we're helping women, what is that? I hate to say get independent, because that's kind of like going against what we're actually supposed to be doing, right? But it's like to help women get out of like leechy situations where they got a man child, that kind of thing, and then
getting taken advantage of or whatever.
Yeah, and then we got the elder part, and then so Ruth's Charity does elder women, and now I'm trying to been helping all these women set up businesses. I'm gonna add that to it. This is what Ruth's Charity panel, right? We do all this, and then it's like, okay, so what's y'all part called? Moorish Family Services. I love that name, right? Moorish Family Services, and then it's just they got a panel where it's listing all the stuff that y'all do, that kind of thing, which is like, I'm just trying to go around, start recruiting people, right? Because I'm telling folks,
I'm gonna send you the I'll send you the thing, the Marsh Family Services.
Yeah, because I just want to, you know, help by throwing money at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm good at, right? For real. That kind of thing. Yup. If y'all could just give me some stuff to look up, and I'll go hunt for it. Because I looked in my chart, everybody owe me. Absolutely everybody owes me something. Even my mama owed me something. It's kind of cool.
And if and again, if it's a thing where you know, we can get 20 million and you can get 2 or 5 or whatever out of that, then let's get this 20 million and get some shit done.
Yep, and it might not be money, you know.
Yeah, whatever it is, yeah. Yep, somebody might say, you know,
hey, I got this old factory I'm not using. It's all you.
Yeah.
Turn that mug into a bunch of lofts and offices. Done.
We were talking about that earlier today. Somebody, you know, if finding somebody who's just gonna donate stuff. It doesn't have to be money. It could be a laundromat. Here's a laundromat.
Yep.
Here's a convenience store.
Yep.
You know, here's a whatever. Here's a Marsh Cafe. Here's a building. That you could
Speaking of which, what about distressed properties?
What about what?
Distressed properties. Yeah. How, you know, nonprofits and charities can claim those first.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know, and then there's a employment opportunity for the people. We need some people to come fix this place up. And there's a grant. We need to hire these people to fix this place up. And the city will actually pay for that, you know, because then you take them, it's not a blight on the city anymore. So, yup. Just a couple of options. Yup. The time is now.
Yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, we out here, we sort of reached our peak right now as far as with activity and people. The ones that we have that are regular attendees at their meetings and everything else, they're just ready to go. We're ready to do something. You know, we just need finance so we could do what we want to do. That's the only thing lacking right now. You know, and once we get the finance, then we go through our attendance book and we see who the people who've been attending are, and we go through the dues and see who been paying their dues, and those are the first people getting jobs and whatever else that we're gonna do. You know, and all those whoever's that were sometime-ish or not doing anything or popping up once every year.
The ones that know you now.
Now they're gonna want to do something.
Cousin, yeah, whatever. You know.
Now they want to count it in. Yeah, I just sent you some stuff for the Marsh Family Services.
All right, and this is perfect with this Canva thing. Yeah. So you about to be on break, right?
Yeah, starting up. I got probably 2 weeks.
I'm asking because you gonna go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm done on the 28th, so yeah, 2 weeks left.
Yeah, I'm asking because it'll be good to have, like, when you go after this stuff, have a website that they can look you up on. You got the stuff. Yeah, you got your stuff going. You got plenty of pictures because you've been doing it long, you know. Now you just got to put it in one spot, right?
Yeah.
So, yup. Because you got the family services, the museum. I mean, it's money for everything. It's ridiculous. Oh, do you have one brown eye and one blue eye? Here's a scholarship to go to college. Full ride. What? Yeah. Oh, my God. So, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not above guilting people. And it's like, and with what I'm doing, I'm starting from the top. I know I told y'all to start small, but I'm doing it the opposite, going for the big fish first.
Yeah.
And and it's nuts. I'm just like, every time I'm like, well, Allah, if you want me to do this, you're going to have to make some stuff happen. And stuff happens, right? I'm from Chicago. I know how red tape works. It's like, it's not tape. It's bricks, right? And I'm just like ready and like, yeah, I know. I'm hoping for the best, but I'm ready for what I'm used to. And these people are actually responding to me. I'm like, I need you to sign this piece of paper that says I'm not trying to mess up your town, right? Oh, I can't sign it, but I'll get the mayor to sign it for you. What?
Yeah.
Who is this mayor? Let me look up the mayor. So I'm doing one in Indianapolis. I'm doing 2 spots just in case. One says no, maybe the other say yes. So Indianapolis, they said, yeah, the mayor will sign it for you. Okay, I want to go to Bloomington. You said this mayor? I'm going to get this mayor to sign it too. Let me look up the mayor in Bloomington where I want to go, right? So she's a new mayor. She just got elected, took office this year, right? Her last job before she became the mayor, she was the head of Habitat for Humanity for Indiana. Are you serious?
That's what she was doing before?
That was her. She quit Habitat for Humanity to become mayor.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And what am I trying to do? Build houses for old people with children. I'm just like, yeah, Allah, you tripping. You that's a little too on the nose, that kind of thing. That's why I'm like, what's Omar's problem? Like, dude, come on. Cheer up, right? You just told me you've seen your mother and your sister succeed at this, but you don't know. What? I get it. It's like, how many girls said no to you before one said yes? You didn't give up on that? Give me a break.
Well, the mom went under black and the sister went under LGBTQ.
I love it. Yeah, they picking that low hanging fruit. But there's people that's against that stuff, right? How about some of these Islamic corporations that can't stand what's going on over here, right? Like, I'm wondering how many people that know who we are would be willing to donate to us right now, right? Knowing that this country is getting ready to fall, knowing that you still want to come over here and do business. What's the slickest way to do it? Give first, right? And make that a stipulation. You got to give. Just let it know. Like, yeah, we know we about to come back up. And we're going to be seeing who helped us before, we had our stuff back. That kind of thing.
Right.
And I mean, the Prince of Saudi Arabia, he's building cities in the desert, right? He got money to waste. And that's just his bank account, right? So, yeah.
While we were traveling today, we saw some dude in this freaking like chrome. He had like a chrome Benz or some shit. Like, these people definitely have money to waste on stupid shit.
Yep.
It shouldn't be too hard to get something.
You a billionaire. You just got $1 billion sitting in the bank. Doing what?
Like, doing nothing.
Man.
Like, and we don't even want $1 billion. We just want 5. Just give us 5 million.
Man, give me some land. Give me some property. I want the stuff. I don't want the money. I want the stuff. Because sometimes the stuff is worth more than the money. That's why I be going. It's like, man, to get these services, do you know how much it costs? It costs like $4 to download an Instagram post on Canva. $4.
Yeah.
And I got it for free for 50 people. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah. I think I'm selling myself a little too cheap right now. Let me go after some big stuff and see what happens. Hey, let me, how to make that go better. Let me offer this to some other people and earn some karmic credit while I'm at it.
That's like we've been telling Roz for years. Stop selling yourself cheap and shit.
Yep.
Stop selling yourself cheap.
Even my sister said, you need to be charging for this. She ain't paying me, but she said I need to be charging for it. Like, that's great, that's fine. That's the Washington thing. Mercy is in Washington to help her. So what he was saying, I didn't want to say too much because I don't know if it's for sure. Mercy Charities just helped set up a non-profit professional services corporation in Washington State. My sister is a naturopath, and that's how she's contracting in Washington. Yeah. So Mercy has access to a naturopath. All right, that's what yeah. And she got me working on some other stuff because she's trying to move to Ghana because she thinks she's African, And yeah, of course the Ghanaians they tripping over themselves trying to get her over there, So So I'm looking for money. There's money for that. She want to set up a charity clinic in Ghana. There's money for that, specifically for that, right?
For real.
So, yup. And I mean, it's like, well, I know you're trying to focus on our people, and that is the end goal. But, you know, the way I sell it is we're uplifting falling humanity. That humanity. And that's everybody. If I can't help it if people are uncomfortable around me and don't want to come to where I am. I got my fault for making it like that on purpose, you know. I will admit that I did that on purpose, but hey, it is for everybody. It's for absolutely everybody. It's not my fault that they can't stand to be around me. That kind of thing. So that's how I'm doing it, you know. I mean, I look at Drew Ali. It's like if people stop trying to figure out what he said and just read what he said, it's like, wow, that's a great idea. I'm gonna do that. Create jobs for business opportunities for our adults and jobs for our young men and women. Like, how to do that? You know, let me talk to some people who are already doing that and see if I can help them do what they doing. You know. Because I'm here by myself, but I got a computer and I got time. So can I help you with that part? You know? Yeah. Because I figure that's how nations build. You know, somebody got to be like, okay, we don't have enough patrons. That's what's going on. So I'm my own patron, and I'm gonna help y'all out. That kind of thing.
Yeah, and like I said, whatever cut you gotta take, do your thing, yo.
Yup.
Whatever cut you gotta take.
I ain't worried about that. I keep telling folks, my reward don't come from y'all. I'll be straight.
Yeah, one of the brothers too was today he does drywalling and shit. So he was drywalling some spot, and some guy came up talking to him. You know, they're just shooting the shit. And they start talking about humanitarian and philanthropy and spirituality or whatever like that, and the guy's telling the more, I really believe in karma and all this stuff. Here's my card. Da, da, da. So
right.
Dude leaves, goes to do whatever he's doing, and then I think the owner of the place or somebody connected to the place where he was working at came to, yo, do you know who that guy is that you were just talking to? It's some multi-million-dollar whoever.
Right.
He started something. What was it again? I can't remember. He started something. So and he made like some multi-million-dollar whatever from starting up this freaking thing that everybody uses now. And so he was telling us about that today. So we're saying, there's the connect, there's somebody to go talk to.
Yep. How many soirees he go to? Because those women, their women don't have nothing to do but go to fundraisers. You've seen those shows? You know, big money, $25,000 plates because of all the money going to charity. Okay, it's just like, how do you get into that circle, right? So I think, who is this that you're talking about? You might have just found yourself an end, for real.
Yeah, no, for real. That's what we're trying to tell the boys. Like, I don't know how to approach him, bro. I'm like, just approach him. Just approach him.
Here, see, that's what I mean about that trifold. That'll be perfect. Like, hey, and then just put it on an email. Like, hey, great talking to you. My people are really trying to get themselves together by helping others. We believe we could save ourselves by saving everybody, just like Buddha, right? And here's some of what we doing, in case you and your rich friends are interested, right? Because they trying to find a way out of this mess. Some of them can actually feel that their end is near, and they know how to get out of, how to avoid the fire, so to speak. They know.
Yeah, definitely karmic.
I'm tempted to hit up the churches. I'm so tempted to hit up the Catholic Church. You don't even know. Yeah. Like, I know you know who we are, right? I know you know. Give it up. Or give it back. You don't even got to get nothing up. Give it back. That kind of thing. Yeah. You can keep your skin, and that's it. Because don't nobody want that.
I was thinking of going to Lauder too when you go to Chicago.
Yeah, all right.
What are you people on? Need some fezzes.
Yeah, okay. They ain't gonna give you nothing. No, I've dealt with lottery personally. No, they ain't gonna give you nothing. Though that's Chicago masonry. You know, they gotta keep that mug on lock. Are you kidding me? That's the capital, and they up there. Yeah, they trying to help you. Okay. Don't you might not just don't go over there. That kind of thing. Especially if you really know what you're doing, don't go over there. So yeah, something might fall on you. You know.
Some accident.
It's Chicago. I'm like, people just don't know. It's like, okay. How come all these people getting shot? They got cameras on corner, every single corner, and in the trees, but they never catch any of these shooters. Okay. Yep. And now that's just the black folks, right? I'm not saying that's who's doing the shooting, but it's like, yeah. You know, not to be discouraging, but you know, I want to live.
you made if you could make it out.
Man, and never went back. So yep. I'm just thinking about like, yeah, you got that trip going, like, I don't even know if I want to go, cause it's like, yeah, I got nothing but enemies in Chicago. It's messed up. I couldn't even let nobody know I was coming up there. Ain't that a shame? I should have somewhere to. I should have so many places to stay up there, but it's like, nope. If I go, I gotta sneak into town and sneak back out. That kind of thing. It's messed up. And I didn't even do nothing. It's them. They did something to me. You know, it's like you chasing me down, and I'm the victim. Okay. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
For real.
So what you going up there for, or down there for?
Just one of the legs of the tour. Let's go out there. We got a little library spot. So try to get Kush to come out, do a lecture, do his first lecture. You know, and see how that goes.
Oh, I know how to get him out there.
Yeah.
That's easy. Do a book signing. Both of y'all should do a book signing. There you go.
Yeah.
That'll get his butt out there.
There you go, yeah. I'm gonna tell him.
Chicago during festival season? Are you sick? Like, that's perfect. Folks gonna be up there from out of town, all over the place, you know.
Yeah.
And I think they got the world's biggest vegan festival is that weekend. Something like that.
Yeah, for real.
It's the world's biggest vegan festival. For some reason, they hold it in Chicago. So yeah.
Definitely be something to do.
Yep, I think it's that weekend.
The guy who the Moore met, he created the casual tie.
The what? Whatever. I mean, it's people who billionaires. You know, one of Trump's biggest donors. He makes paper bags. Dude paid off of paper bags. Like, whatever. Hey, do it. You know, do it twice. That kind of thing. Somebody got to do it. That's why I be telling my children, you better pick a spot, because these mugs about to be gone in a minute. It's gonna be a new frontier. So yep. Casual tie, huh? Like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get that business to my son. How about that?
Billionaire.
A billionaire.
Casual tie. Crazy shit. Crazy.
Yeah, he made it work. Good for him.
Yeah, definitely made it work.
I'm gonna look this up. What's a casual tie? Cause that's like, sounds like a oxymoron. I thought you wore ties to dress up.
Yeah. Casual tie.
Is it a brand? I'm not seeing it. Oh wait, no.
Yeah,
it's just a tie. It's just a tie. Whatever.
Yeah, tie. It's just a tie. There's many types of ties. Bow ties. You know, there's Cuban necktie.
It's fine. Dude, millionaire off of man leashes. That's what they are.
Yeah. Nooses, man noose.
It's a leash. I would rather have a noose. Yeah, kill me instead of leading me around like a dog, for real. Nah. Oh, yup. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here and post this Braswell Bay video.
Oh, yeah. You've been going in on Brazzy.
Yeah, I'm sick of him. It's like, nah, it's time for this stuff to end, right?
Brazzy's going to be upset.
That's fine. You know, it's like that's what the media is for. You know, we supposed to be getting ready to get ourselves in order And I'm trying to make sure the wrong people don't get put in the wrong in positions that they don't deserve, right?
Sure.
And meanwhile, we don't have a Supreme Grand Sheik. It's that simple. We just don't have one.
Yep. It's that simple. I heard we have a sultan though.
Right. Yeah. Where's his castle? I want to go visit it. You know, you a sultan living in an apartment, and you a sultan. All right.
Sultan at the apartment. Yep. All right, more.
All right. Cool.
Thanks.
No problem.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Peace.